Now we can finalize the device. Here you can see the entire spool holder including the coil as an exploded view. The spool holder consists of a plug-in axle and crank, as well as the actual holder onto which the coil is attached and which is pushed into the housing. Instead of the crank, an adapter for a flexible shaft can also be attached so that the device can also be driven with a cordless screwdriver. The adapter is part of the print file, but will not be discussed further in this section. Firstly, we assemble the crank, consisting of the main part, a small bearing and the handle. To do this, we press the bearing into the hole for the crank handle. The parts are bolted together using an M5X35 bolt and a suitable washer. We need 2 more 11mm bearings for the through axle. One bearing is inserted from the open, wide side. Make sure that it is pressed right up to the stop, otherwise we will not be able to connect the axle to the gearbox later. We can also insert the bearing with an M5 screw. Now press in the next bearing flush from the narrow side. Now we can put the through axle and the crank together without screws or tools. We now prepare the bobbin holder by pressing the large 35mm bearing almost flush from the open side. It should protrude by about 1mm. Finally, press the spool caps onto the Prusament spool. The slot and groove must be aligned. The cap with the 3 elongated holes faces the gearbox, the closed cap here faces the bobbin holder. Now we can loosely plug all the components together. Finally, we insert the M5X 70mm screw loosely into the quick-release axle. It is pushed through to the other side. This screw is used to attach the bracket to the housing. We put both parts together and tighten the prepared M5X70 screw. It is sufficient to tighten it loosely. In any case, it must be possible to move the coil easily.